When a narcissist perceives you as powerful, this is what they do to confront you. Narcissists are sadists who like seeing you in pain and distress. They have a pathological need to rob you of your happiness. In the eyes of the narcissist, your every word or action is met with disapproval. When the narcissist sees their victim grow and be accepted by others, it's the most painful thing they have ever had to witness. In public, the narcissist is always the good guy, giving the impression that they genuinely care about you. However, they're continually hatching schemes to bring you down from the shadows. To narcissists, your role in their lives will remain significant so long as you continue to provide a purpose and satisfy their need for validation. Whether narcissists view you as an insignificant or formidable target, they will attempt to exert their influence over you. Ultimately, it is about the narcissists having control over everything, not you. In this video, we will examine the various strategies employed by narcissists to eliminate anyone they perceive as a danger. The individuals who are naturally resistant to persuasion are those with a strong mentality. These individuals have acquired a specific level of mental and behavioral maturity. However, I'd like to thank everyone who has watched this. It would be highly appreciated if you could help this channel expand by sharing this video with your friends, family members, and loved ones. Moreover, if this is your first visit, we request that you subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss any future updates. I appreciate your support. Okay, so the topic for today is how narcissists respond to people who are not readily persuaded or who are self-assured and know precisely what they want. Because they can't accept others for who they truly are, narcissists are frequently regarded as haughty. Those that are resistant to persuasion show confidence, have high self-esteem, and are typically highly grounded, which makes narcissists feel threatened. This does not prevent them from pursuing the individuals in question, though. No one is an exception when dealing with narcissists. To achieve his or her ultimate aim, the narcissist will stop at nothing to break those who threaten their control. Narcissists believe that in order to feel better about themselves, they must undermine the self-esteem of people around them. Even though some of us are savvy and robust when it comes to narcissist tactics, we may not succumb to the love bombing they're throwing at us. However, they are still motivated to impact our lives and are waiting for the moment when we let our guard down. Love bombing may appear to be the narcissist's preferred method for obtaining control over people, but they have many tools at their disposal when they discover that flattery and charm are insufficient. For instance, they will play the victim to garner your pity and compassion. We must recognize that narcissists are indifferent to what others think of them. They simply require material to operate with. This indicates that they count as attention any form of love, sympathy, or pity they can acquire. Because your emotional investment in them shows that they are significant to you and have an impact on your life, they will continue to work with that angle and add flattery and charm to help seal the deal if they can make you feel sorry for them. If love bombing fails to gain control and force us to submit to their will, they will often make a last-ditch effort to appeal to our compassion and make us feel sorry for them. In order to avoid doing their duties, they would falsely pretend to be ill. In some instances, kids will intentionally injure themselves to get your attention. These individuals will complain and ask for assistance, claiming they have nowhere else to turn. They'll say it all over again. When presented with a formidable adversary, narcissists tend to adopt a weak stance. In order to gain your trust, they penetrate your life by acting vulnerable and lowly. They want to destroy you gradually, so they penetrate every aspect of your life until you let down your guard. You may have helped them out of a ditch, but at the end of the day, they may hurl you back into the ditch and continue on their path without remorse. Always use caution. Narcissists will either profess to be in love with you or pose as a victim in order to deceive you. When they successfully defeat a notable individual, which in this case is you, it provides them with a significant boost to their self-esteem, leading them to believe that their own power and supremacy are in fact higher. They would do it with joy, and then cast you out once they had extracted all they could from you, if they are unable to directly affect you and bring you to your knees. They have only one option left. They will act as if they admire you and want to learn from you wherever you go. However, the narcissist has few options in this circumstance. This is because you have a strong mentality, and they did not get to know you well enough to discover any possible vulnerabilities or secrets. Therefore, their other alternative is to concentrate on individuals who are physically close to you. The narcissist will utilize everyone who falls for his or her falsehoods and believes them to acquire access to your life or simply to gather more information about you. Narcissists are experts deceivers. They would seek a tight relationship with a close friend or family member. They will do all in their power to make you uncomfortable and to turn your friends and family against you. They have one goal in mind, which is to cause people to despise you. They desire attention from others because they perceive you as a threat. The narcissist is never content with simply disliking, betraying, or abandoning you. They will continually look for new ways to harm you, and they want everyone in your environment to participate. Because of this, they exploit any opportunity to spread false rumors and engage in gossip about others. For instance, they will take extraordinary measures to have you fired from your job. Even if you are working well, you will no longer be able to work there if everyone is against you. People like them will accuse you of actions that you did not commit. When the narcissist realizes that you are more well-liked and esteemed than they are, they will become obsessed with bringing you down. They will do this out of fear of what you will do to them. The goal of a narcissist's life is to obtain everything that he or she does not currently own. For them, dominance is everything. Therefore, they will manipulate, cheat, steal, and lie to gain access to your life. They can't tolerate it when others are more successful than they are. In their thoughts, they abhor it when others recognize their created identities. They despise it when we do not fall for their deception and become entangled in their webs. These individuals despise our high moral standards and independence. As a result, they attempt to steal these things from us and destroy us in the process. The narcissist is now prepared to defeat you, regardless of how simple or difficult a target you may be for them. If they are unable to win you over by love bombing or playing the victim, they will resort to dishonest tactics and recruit the aid of a person you know and trust. This implies that you must comprehend their techniques and strategies and realize that this will always be the case, regardless of how far you progress. No matter how far you climb the social ladder, a narcissist will continue to attempt to bring you down. Consequently, I will continue to remind you to be cautious and vigilant. I sincerely hope this information was beneficial. If you have any views or experiences to share, please do so in the space below. Thank you. Narcissists can withdraw and become silent when faced with someone who has strong convictions. This is Narcissist and Karma, and I hope you enjoy this episode. Watch this video to find out the real reason narcissists go silent. Always a pleasure to have you here. Again, I appreciate your loyalty to my stream. If you're new here, please feel free to say hi and tell us about yourself in the comments. Subscribe and hit that bell button to never miss a new upload again. In turn, thank you for your encouragement. Our conversation today will be on narcissists who use their privilege to silence those around them. Let's get started. Why do narcissists choose to be silent or treat others poorly? The silent treatment is a common phrase for this type of behavior. To what end does a narcissist choose to ignore another person? There are three primary justifications for this. Narcissists typically go silent when they are unhappy. These are not novel insights. While much has been learned, there is yet more to find. There are a number of factors that can push narcissists to isolate themselves socially. The narcissist's distress is another possible cause. The narcissist's default response to any situation or person that makes them uncomfortable is to withdraw. The status quo is preferred by narcissists. They value foresight because they like to be prepared for whatever comes their way. For the simple reason that it gives them comfort and security to act in the same predictable ways, narcissists are remarkably consistent. It's possible that a more outgoing and sociable person in the group would choose to withdraw in order to avoid feeling overwhelmed by the others. They may wish to avoid interaction if they feel that the spotlight is being shown on someone else rather than them. Also, They will be awkward in your presence because they inherently dislike straightforward or tactless communicators. In all likelihood, this is the second contributing factor. Another possibility is that if you questioned them about their silence, they would offer one of the common excuses, such as exhaustion or illness. However, the narcissist is now in a position where they must deal with a situation in which they are not necessarily the center of attention. They would be worried and frustrated. Their list continues with the people that make them feel the worst and angrier. As a third possibility, the narcissist may be keeping silent because of an impending reveal. They're either planning an attack on another person or getting together with their pals to plot an adventure. Typical narcissists seek retribution and a means to restore their financial security. The mind of a narcissist can go into hyperdrive in response to either of these. For the narcissist, nothing else matters except for the attention and time of the new supply. If the narcissist's supply is suddenly cut off, they may get irritable and argumentative because they don't want to be separated from their new source of pleasure. You can expect them to return and act polite once the new supplies run out, with the intention of fooling you into thinking they're still there. This is the method narcissists use when they are ready to get rid of one of their supply. Readers interested in understanding how narcissists act after they have made up their minds to get rid of someone can do so in the next section. They stop love bombing and instead reach an extreme state of rejection. Narcissists put forth a lot of effort, whether they're trying to hurt someone or win their love. It's common for narcissists to withdraw more than usual while their minds are racing. Narcissists will cut off all contact because they want you to chase them or give in to them. To rephrase, when narcissists are punished by not getting their way, they punish their victims by not communicating with them. Doing harm in such a sneaky way is extremely underhanded. By not saying anything, the narcissist forces the other person to break the silence, lift the narcissist's spirits, and try to cheer them up. Usually, they want you to beg and promise to do anything you can to make them happy and entertained before they would talk to you again. Narcissists enjoy the pursuit of others because it makes them feel special and wanted. They can test out the effects of their silence on their spouse without actually bothering them if they aren't invested in the connection. Narcissists take great pleasure in seeing others suffer or having their feelings hurt or their self-esteem shattered. And that's why it's so crucial that you keep your distance from such people. All they want to do is bring misery and despair into your life. These are the main causes of narcissists' silence or withdrawal from social interaction. They could be watching your every move out of nervousness, aggression, or just curiosity. Narcissists are miserable people who take pleasure in the misery of others. Therefore, narcissists are inconsolable when they are unable to express their feelings. There are, as you can see, 3 main causes, and a 4th possible cause that has nothing to do with the environment. What the narcissist often tries to hide has nothing to do with the people around them, and often includes feelings of humiliation, inadequacy, etc., even if they're a covert narcissist, and it makes them irritable and distant. The people they live with are usually the first to notice. Narcissists are often quiet, gloomy, and clinically depressed when they are not putting on a show or when they are out of their comfort zones. If a narcissist is silent, it's never a good sign. Narcissists, convinced of their own inadequacy in the face of challenge, react angrily. In reality, they have become tired of everything, including themselves. It's like fate dealt them a lousy card. The person does not realize that he or she is responsible for his or her own actions and the results that ensue. They become envious of others when they realize what they are missing. When compared to others, looked down upon. Their shadow selves eat them alive when they realize how magnificent they could be. They created a false character to give the impression that they were important and accomplished. Signs of emotional maturity typically appear in narcissists around adolescence or early adulthood. Their thought processes and capacity to solve problems are, at best, naive. Narcissists will yell, "Everyone hates you," when they are upset with you. Simply said, a narcissist is an entitled brat who acts out in cruel ways. Overall, I'm grateful that you've stuck with this video till now. I'm glad you found that to be helpful. If you find this video to be useful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Thank you for paying attention to what we have to say. Feel free to comment on today's video and share your ideas. You may get more updates from us in the future by subscribing to our channel and activating the bell button that's right below the video. We value your time and interest as always. Thanks. This is what happens if you have a covert narcissist as a lifetime companion. Everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel. I hope you have a fantastic day. Before we get started, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you all being here. As you can imagine, being in a relationship with a covert narcissist is incredibly difficult and destructive. The reason is that most people who date or marry a covert narcissist have no idea what it's like to live with someone who has severe narcissistic tendencies, let alone NPD. You move in with a covert narcissist, and since you don't know any better, you become an easy target. Their conduct is not being recognized for what it is by you. You're so naive and in love that you can't possibly see the giant standing in your way. There's a reason they're referred to as covert. Their deception, psychological warfare, torture, and other forms of suffering and fiction can go undetected for a long time. Those who don't have to interact with them daily may perceive them as reticent, patient, and even kind. They slowly inject you with their poison and condition you to the point where you are sick, weak, traumatized, insecure, terrified, and very afraid you are losing your mind by the time you realize something is off. What I plan to discuss today is the circle of friends that covert narcissists tend to maintain. A major factor will determine whether or not they remain the narcissist's friends throughout their lives. Consequently, you'll gain insight into the motivations behind narcissists' friendship choices and the mechanisms by which they manage to keep others at bay. It is possible to see through a narcissist's facade. Keep in mind that if a covert narcissist does not view the other person as an urgent threat, he or she may keep his or her true colors hidden for quite some time. It seems like your life is meaningless compared to theirs. You might have some friends that are narcissists, and you wouldn't even know it. It's true that not everyone who claims to be your friend is actually on the up and up. Toxic people can be found just about anywhere. Therefore, it's best to steer clear of narcissists and anyone else whose behavior or thought processes are similar to what I describe. Narcissists who live in the shadows are awful companies in relationships. Although not all of them are capable of doing so, some of them are able to keep friendships going for decades. Those who have stuck with them through it all think they can always count on the narcissist to listen and offer support, not realizing that the narcissist is laughing inside. My research has shown that narcissists often band together with another narcissist, such as a parent or brother, and utilize this alliance to crush their opponents. They do, however, maintain a small group of steadfast friends. As the relationship deepens, the covert narcissist's true, selfish nature becomes more apparent. Narcissism may take longer to spot in friends than in romantic partners. In this video, I discussed many scenarios in which a narcissist might seek out your relationship. As far as the narcissist is concerned, not all of these people are adversarial. The narcissist is held in extremely high esteem, and the people around them are enamored with them. These individuals either know little about narcissists or are in a long-distance relationship with them. Regardless, they are thankful to have a narcissist as a friend because they believe the narcissist is superior to them in intelligence and ability. Narcissists are able to persuade those around them that they are genuine, misunderstood, and perpetual victims because of their own frailty and imperfections. Narcissists tolerate such people because they are sure they will never be able to live up to their lofty expectations. Since the narcissist has nothing to desire from these people, they pose no danger and are not worthy of being destroyed. It's horrible to see the world through the narcissist's eyes, but that's how it is. The narcissist can always count on these friends to boost their self-esteem whenever they need it most, or when they have exhausted all other options. These are the pals the narcissist would put on the back burner if things were going swimmingly. Calls go unreturned, and texts go unread on a regular basis. This is because the narcissist only cares about themselves and will ignore you if you aren't useful to them at the moment. Funny how when things aren't going well, they'll approach you with lame excuses for not returning your calls or texts. The most typical explanation is that they are simply too busy. What's the point of interacting with someone who's already so accomplished and influential? Also, they make it sound like you should count your blessings that they were able to squeeze you into their busy schedule. They may say things like, "Oh, I'm just seeing your message," or "Sorry, I didn't get to your message earlier." But the truth is that the narcissist does not have time for you. One time when the narcissist was feeling particularly low, I remember as a witness to narcissistic personality disorder, she called an old friend from far away to talk. Every day, he talked to the narcissist about her problems. The friend would visit or talk to her daily to lift her spirits and provide emotional support. After the narcissist made a new set of close friends and experienced other life changes, she began to complain about the friend who insisted on calling her every day. Thus, the narcissist was no longer in need of him and also found his intrusions annoying. This friend held the narcissist in high regard, yet she still used the excuse of being extremely busy to limit the number of calls she received. Is it still the case that they are friends now that the narcissist doesn't have any pressing need for him? Yes, of course, I have no doubt about that. Rapt narcissists are experts at keeping your attention by giving you just enough of themselves. Even the people they think of being underneath them. Once things begin to improve for you, you'll begin to notice a different side of the narcissist. They'll be so envious of your sudden prosperity that they'll treat you like a snob. They hate your cheerful attitude. The joy you feel in your relationships is sacrilege to them. Narcissists are just as one-sided in friendships as they are in other relationships. If you succeed where they have failed, they will treat you with contempt. The happiness you feel is private. No one else will ever understand or be able to share in it. If you want to keep a narcissist as a friend, you have to accept their dominance. The narcissist is threatened by your success and would do anything to destroy you in order to protect themselves from you. Relationships with narcissists